but we are prophesying part what we know, part what spirit. Are you here? And then Paul goes on in this way. He says, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. But now we see in a mirror dimly. So he's just saying, that these are some things that we need to understand. That when we look in a mirror right now, we do not see, we see an image of who we are. We see an image, a likeness. But he said, that's why he said dimly. He said, but face to face, but then face to face. One day we will see and we will know God face to face. Okay? And he said, now I know in part, but then I shall know just as I also am known. He's like, right now I just know some things. I know a little bit of something. So many people would be honest with themselves this morning and just say, I know a little something. Amen. Amen. Thank you. And if we have more people who would be honest and would say, I know even less than that, then God is able to impart great truths. He's able to impart great wisdom and understanding into us because we'll stop thinking we've arrived someplace we haven't yet. Amen. We have not arrived at knowing very much yet. There are a lot of people who think that they have arrived at knowing a lot, but they're really true. They don't know. What was that you said? Not very much yet. Okay, not very much at all. Okay, now. We started talking about, I wanted to define understanding and wisdom and knowledge again, because in Proverbs 3:19-20, and I want you to become very accustomed to these scriptures. Get very used to it. Because even though there's something about wisdom, and we'll start learning more and more about it, because in order for you to truly come to know God in this life, you must possess these three things: wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Come on, everybody, say it with me. Wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. In Proverbs 3:19-20, it said, the Lord by wisdom founded the earth. He spoke it forth, but we're going to understand how he was able to do that in just a few minutes. But he spoke it forth, but by wisdom, he founded this great earth. And whatever you think wisdom is, it's probably not what you think it is. Okay? By understanding, because we think wisdom sometimes is all that good stuff we got on our mind. All that great stuff we probably learned from people. All that great stuff we probably learned from others. You know what I'm saying? We come to understand that stuff, but that might be wisdom. But wisdom is learning and experience. Amen. Learning and experience. See, the truth is you ask God for stuff, but he's trying to give it to you. He's trying to give you the wisdom to get it. But he does that through learning and understanding. Learning and wisdom and experience. He gives you the skills that you need in life through going through stuff. Come on now, you don't got to shout now, but once you go through it, you'll shout on the other side. Because if you understand that wisdom is learning and experience, then stop asking God to stop your struggle. Come on. Ask God to give you the wisdom to get through it. Amen. Because apparently he's trying to teach you something in struggle that's going to bring you over on the other side. And here's the truth of what God wants you to understand. Is hopefully once that he teaches it to you, you don't have to do this again.
Come on.
Not the same way. How many times did God try to teach us something? We don't get it through learning and experience. We don't get it through challenges and struggles. We keep having to bump our head. Come on, you've heard me say this before, but a disabled child, if they keep bumping their head, they give them a big helmet. Maybe some of us need a big helmet. Because God keeps trying to give you learning and experience to give you the skill that it takes to manage the wisdom that he's trying to put in you. So that you can be equipped to go through whatever your challenge is. Come on, none of us have the same challenge. But the truth is he wants you to learn. And so once you learn that particular challenge, hopefully you'll have wisdom in that little box. You don't have all the wisdom yet because you haven't had all the challenges yet. Now you see how wisdom is starting to work? So say to yourself, I'm going to learn something. And I'm going to stop bumping my head. I'm going to stop doing the same thing over and over again so God can let me go with this particular thing. Let me ask you a question. Aren't you tired of it yet? Huh? You just saying you're tired, but you're really not tired because you keep putting yourself in that same spot over and over. Come on now. Ooh, Lord, I'm telling you. When God was teaching me wisdom on one subject, because wisdom comes in a whole lot of packages. Comes in a whole lot. Every little thing in life requires a wisdom lesson. And God was trying to teach me how to take care of one car. So first he gave me a raggedy one with a hole in the floor. That the heat didn't even have heat in the car. The heat came up through the hole in the floor. Oh, y'all don't hear me? And when I'm riding my babies around and the bottle fall out the floor, we got to pull over on the side of the road, and one of them got to jump out and run to get the bottle. But God is teaching me wisdom. You may not see it that way because you just see it as a raggedy car. But God is teaching me how to manage this car. How to keep this car. So I had to keep that car clean. I had to keep it washed. Had to take care of it like it was a good car. Had to finally get some wisdom on how to put a piece of metal or something over the hole. Y'all don't want to talk. Yeah. So didn't have wisdom. So that the bottle could quit falling out of the floor. But you know what happened when I put the metal on the floor, right?
It got really hot.
And it got really cold. I didn't have any heat, right? So you're going to need God's wisdom to understand God's world. Because see, we're still messing around in our own world. This is why we can't get anywhere. We're messing around with our stuff. He's trying to say, you know what? That's just stuff. Let me teach you my stuff so that I can give you more stuff. So once I begin to understand that God was trying to give me wisdom through stuff and challenges and trials and all that, he began to give me a lot of stuff.
Amen. Amen.
So when people come to my house, they go, how many cars you got? Yeah, and only 2 people live there. No holes in the floorboard. All of them are new cars.
Amen.
All but one of them are paid for. Oh, you see?
Amen.
Are you in church this morning?
Amen.
So he's trying to give you wisdom if you stop trying to do it your way. Stop trying to do it your way. Surrender to the Lord and say, you know what? It's your way.
Hallelujah.
Show me the wisdom in what you're trying to teach me. So when you got that raggedy car with the hole in the floor, now you're praying about that raggedy car with the hole in the floor, and you're asking God for the wisdom on how to maintain it. Are you okay?
Amen.
Okay, so the next word I need you to really completely understand is this word called understanding. See, you ask God for wisdom, he gives you an experience. He gives you learning and an experience so that he can begin to give you understanding. Understanding is the ability to comprehend what it is that he's trying to teach you. See, we thought understanding was what we needed to get when we went to college. So we went to college. We went to technical school. We got degrees and pedigrees. And we still don't have any wisdom or understanding.
Come on.
So God is saying, I framed the world with wisdom and with this knowledge and with this understanding, but this understanding is something I want you to comprehend. There's something here I need you to get. Okay, so we may not get to it at the beginning of the day, but how many people know that this is good stuff? Knowledge is facts, information, skills acquired through experience and education. So you ask him for wisdom, he gives you education. He gives you knowledge. That's your education. Now he expects you to maintain it and to keep it. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth. By knowledge he established the heavens. And by his knowledge the depths were broken up, and the clouds dropped down the dew. That's what he was making this whole planet. He used these three things. Now I want you to go somewhere with me real quick, because I'm sure that you're going to get this one. I want to talk to you still about wisdom again. But wisdom, the human quality, I said the human quality, which enables the planning and successful achievement of a desired goal. Let me tell you that again. What is your goal? What is it you're trying to achieve? You need wisdom. No matter what it is, whether it's baking a cake. Come on, if you don't really have the wisdom on how to bake a cake, go in the kitchen and try to do it.
That's why they have brownie boxes.
Well, if some folk can't bake a cake with a box with directions, because they won't read them. They won't read the direction. They just thought the cake was just gonna pour it in a bowl. They didn't know it needed eggs and oil and the rest of that. And they didn't know you had to really beat it because they didn't read the directions.
And if you overbeat it, sometimes.
And yeah, if you overbeat it, now you got pancakes instead of cake. That's right. And put too much stuff in there. Listen, the human quality, wisdom is the human quality which enables the planning and successful achievement. How many people trying to achieve something?
Come on.
Maybe you're trying to get somewhere. And I'm not just talking about with your career. I'm talking about with life.
Amen.
But if you're not planning to be successful, guess what? You're not going to be. Don't even talk to me about it. You're not going to be successful. Because first thing I'm going to say is, well, what kind of planning did you do? Well, you didn't do any planning? You didn't plan to be successful? Okay, well, we'll go back and plan. Then we'll